All right, more scatter plots. Okay, so we're going to make a scatter plot of the data about weights of pandas, and then what is the approximate weight of a 7-month-old panda. So we're going to have to find a trend line. I am going to quickly graph our weights of the pandas. Age is going to be our X value because that's not dependent on anything. It is actually independent. And weight is going to be our Y value. All right, so from here, here's my scatter plot. I've graphed the points. I do notice that I have a positive correlation, which I hope would be good for the weights of pandas. When you think about it, you hope that the older they get, the heavier they get when they're younger, as opposed to getting skinnier. That means they're not eating enough. From here, we have to give an approximate trend line. And our goal is to have as many points to the left as to the right. And if I had a good straight edge, I would be holding it up and positioning my line to where when I go to draw it, ever so carefully, and hopefully straighter than I am currently drawing, that we are going to get that true trend line. Okay. Now, so this is the best that I could draw at this moment. What we're going to do now is we need to write the equation of that trend line. And so we need 2 points that are on that line. And it could be our scatter plot. It could be that we're just picking points that are on our line. Now, I'm going to go off the ones that are in the book. So it may not actually look like they're on our line on this graph. And so in the book, they say that 4.17.1 is on our line and 8.37.9. Did I? Well, kind of. I didn't quite hit the 8. So in the line that they drew, those 2 points were on the line. From here, we're writing the equation on the line. Whether you use point-slope form or slope-intercept form, either one of those is all right with me, but the first thing we need to do is find slope. So I'm going to do 37.9 minus 17.1 over 8 minus 4. And so I'm going to end up with 20.8 over 4. And when I do that division, I'm going to get 5.2. Now, when we do scatter plots, and trend lines, we keep them as decimals instead of fractions. It's just the way that it works. From here, I'm going to use point slope form, and I'm going to use the 17.1 as my point. So y is 17.1. Oops. So I have y minus 17.1 equals 5.2 times x minus 4. And so now I have y minus 17.1 equals 5.2x minus, because positive negative is a negative, and that will give us 20.8. From here, I'm going to add that 17.1 to both sides. The 20.8 is the bigger number, so that will still be subtraction. Y equals 5.2x minus, and we're going to get 3.7. And so that's our equation for this line. Y equals 5.2x minus 3.7. Now, it wants to know what is the approximate weight of a 7-month-old panda. Now, if I drew this line really well, then I could use the line and go to about 7 and say, well, that's at almost 30. All right, so we can see how close we get. We're going to plug 7 in for x. So y is going to equal 5.2 times 7 minus 3.7. So 5.2 times 7. All right. Sorry. Needing to get my calculator. 5.2 times 7 is 36.4. And then I'm going to subtract 3.7, which is 32.7, which is not very far off from where I said, considering that the back end of my line should be a little up from where it is. And so it should weigh at approximately 32.7 pounds is how much a 7-month-old panda should weigh. And we used a trend line to get that information. I hope that helped, and I hope that was understandable.